The pain of losing a loved one is something that each of us must face at some point in our lives. However, for the Nolan family, the approaching funeral of Linda Nolan is much more than just a personal loss. It's an emotional plea for privacy and respect as they navigate the immense grief of saying goodbye to someone who meant everything to them. Linda wasn't just a star to the world. She was a sister, a mother, a friend, and a pillar of strength. But now, as her family prepares to lay her to rest, they have issued a heart-wrenching plea. Let us grieve in peace. This is no ordinary request. The world has witnessed the strength of the Nolan family in the face of personal tragedy before, but now they are asking for something different. This request speaks volumes about the family's deep sorrow, their need for space to mourn, and their desire to honor Linda's legacy in a way that's truly meaningful. As the day of Linda's funeral draws near, their plea resonates with many who have experienced similar losses, offering a glimpse into the raw and painful side of fame, grief, and the love that binds families together. Let's take a deeper look at this powerful emotional story that touches the heart in ways words can hardly express. As the funeral date approaches, Linda Nolan's family has sent out an emotional plea to the public, asking for understanding and respect. It is a request that many grieving families would make, but this one comes from a place of deep emotional pain. The Nolan family is not just asking for privacy. They are asking for the space to grieve the loss of their loved one in peace, without the constant spotlight of media attention. "We ask for privacy during this time," said Ann Nolan, Linda's sister, in a statement shared with the media. "It's important for us to say goodbye, and we want to do so without being watched by cameras or followed by journalists. We just want to mourn in peace." These words may seem simple, but the weight behind them is undeniable. It's a request that reminds us that grief is personal, and the need for space to process loss is universal. For the Nolan family, this request is about more than just a private moment. It's about honoring Linda's memory in the way that feels right to them. Linda's family members are asking for the world to understand that despite Linda's fame and public life, they are still human. They are still a family facing the unbearable pain of losing someone they love deeply. The media often paints celebrities as untouchable, as people who don't experience the same emotions or struggles as the rest of us. But Linda's family is reminding us that behind the headlines, there is love, loss, and the need for respect. The Nolan family has faced more than its fair share of challenges over the years. From health battles to personal hardships, they've endured a series of tough times. But Linda's passing is perhaps the hardest struggle they've ever faced. Losing someone who was not just a sibling, but a central figure in the family, has shaken them to their core. Ann Nolan, in particular, has spoken candidly about the emotional toll of losing Linda. "Linda was my best friend," she shared with the press. "We shared everything, our hopes, our dreams, and our fears. She was the one I could always count on. Losing her feels like I've lost a part of myself. It's so hard to imagine life without her." These words are a reflection of the deep bond that the Nolan sisters shared. They were more than just family. They were partners in life, always there for each other, no matter what came their way. But it's not just Ann who is feeling the loss. Linda's entire family is struggling to come to terms with her death. Each of them is trying to navigate a world that feels a little emptier, a little darker, without her in it. The pain of losing someone so close is indescribable, and for the Nolan family, it's a reality that they are still trying to process. In the midst of this grief, their emotional plea is not just about asking for space. It's about trying to hold on to the memory of Linda and honor her in the way that feels most fitting for them. Linda Nolan was a force to be reckoned with. She was known not just for her career in the spotlight, but also for her incredible strength, her kindness, and her resilience in the face of adversity. Over the years, she became a symbol of courage for many, especially after her battle with cancer. She didn't let the disease define her. Instead, she used her experience to inspire others, to remind them that even in the darkest of times, there is light. She proved that it's possible to keep fighting, no matter how tough the road may seem. Her legacy is one of strength, compassion, and unwavering spirit. But it's not just about the public figure Linda was, it's also about the private moments she shared with her family. Linda was the kind of person who always put others first. She was the one who made sure everyone around her felt loved and supported, no matter the circumstances. One close friend recalled, Linda had this incredible ability to make people feel like they mattered. She had a warmth that radiated from her, and it drew people in. She was always there to lend a listening ear, to offer advice, or just to make you laugh. These memories are what her family is holding on to as they prepare for the funeral. They are not just mourning the loss of a celebrity. They are mourning the loss of someone who was a source of strength and love in their lives. Linda's family knows that her legacy will live on in the hearts of those who loved her, and that's what keeps them going through the pain. They are determined to carry her memory forward and continue her work in the world in whatever way they can. For the Nolan family, the grief of losing Linda is complicated by the fact that they must do so under the watchful eye of the public. While many families are able to mourn in privacy, the Nolan family must share their pain with the world. The media coverage, while often well-meaning, can feel like an intrusion during such an intimate time. It's hard to mourn when you feel like you're being watched, and Nolan admitted, "We've always been open with the public, but this is different. We just need a moment to say goodbye without the cameras." This statement speaks to the universal struggle of balancing public life with private grief. No matter how famous someone is, they are still a person, and their family deserves the space to grieve just like anyone else. But despite the media attention, the Nolan family has shown incredible resilience. They have asked for respect, for understanding, and for the time to heal. Their plea is a reminder that behind the fame and the headlines, there are real human beings who feel pain, who grieve, and who need the support of their loved ones in ways that the public may never fully understand. As the day of Linda's funeral draws near, her family will undoubtedly face a wave of emotions. There will be tears, there will be laughter, and there will be moments of reflection as they honor her life. But through it all, they will be supported by the memories of Linda, the woman who touched so many lives, who made people feel seen, and who lived with a fierce love for those around her. At the funeral, the Nolan family will say their final goodbyes to Linda, but they will also celebrate her life. They will remember the good times, the laughter, and the love that Linda brought into their lives. And as they do so, they will hold on to the hope that Linda's legacy will live on through them, through the kindness and strength she instilled in them. While the Nolan family's request for privacy is crucial, it also shines a light on the larger issue of media responsibility and public support. The role of the media during times of personal tragedy is often debated, but one thing is certain: the pressure of constant scrutiny can be overwhelming. The Nolan family, despite being in the public eye for so long, deserves the same level of respect and compassion that any family would expect during such a heartbreaking time. For the media, this is a moment to show restraint, to consider the emotional toll of their actions, and to remember that the people they report on are not just celebrities, but also mothers, fathers, daughters, and sons. The outpouring of support from fans and the public is invaluable, but it is equally important to remember that sometimes showing support means allowing families the space they need to grieve without interference. The Nolan family's plea is a call to the world to balance their curiosity with empathy, ensuring that Linda's memory is honored without compromising the family's right to mourn in peace. In the wake of Linda Nolan's passing, one of the most powerful things to emerge from this tragedy is the unwavering strength of the Nolan family. Through their collective grief, they've shown the world what it truly means to support one another. The bond between Linda and her sisters was unbreakable, and it's clear that her memory will continue to live on in their hearts, shaping the way they move forward. This loss serves as a reminder of the importance of family and the immense power of shared love and support during times of sorrow. The Nolan family's plea isn't just about asking for privacy. It's about protecting the sanctity of the moment they need to say goodbye to someone who meant the world to them. As we reflect on Linda's life, her legacy will undoubtedly remain. not just through her public accomplishments, but through the love and unity she fostered within her family. In honoring her memory, they will carry forward the values of kindness, resilience, and the power of familial love that she embodied every day. Linda Nolan's story is one of resilience, love, and loss. As her family navigates this difficult time, their emotional plea for privacy serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of family, respect, and legacy. Linda's passing may have left a hole in their hearts, but the love they shared with her will never fade. As we reflect on Linda's life and the legacy she leaves behind, we must also ask ourselves, how can we support our loved ones when they need us most? How can we honor those who have shaped our lives, even after they're gone? Linda Nolan's story is one that reminds us of the power of love, the importance of family, and the impact we can have on each other's lives. So, as you think about the Nolan family and their plea for respect, take a moment to think about the people in your own life who mean the most to you. How will you honor them? And how can we all do better at showing kindness, love, and understanding to those who are grieving?